Hello, everybody. It's Jazz Fuzz. Long time no talk, right? I do have a video. I'm about to upload it, and I'm gonna upload this video. So today was March for Our Lives, and I must say it's a very powerful movement. Also, it shows a lot of kids out here are paying attention to what's going on in the world today and how much they care about their safety and how people around the world care about their safety. Now, I like to debate, and I've been debating my co-workers at my job all the time because I'm fascinated about hearing people different opinions and stuff. And I must say, I wonder if the gun owners are going to come out and do the same exact thing, like a march or a rally, and put their perspective explaining why they feel like all of this is a bunch of nonsense. Because I know some gun owners might feel that way, and others are very proud that thousands and hundred people are out here protesting for safety, security, rules and regulations, policy for gun restriction of people who are going to use guns for violence and hurt a lot of people. And also take guns as advantage as well. When I say take guns as advantage, meaning they can go to a parking lot and buy a gun and that's it. There's no background check. There's no, history about this person. Because people do trade guns out here at stores or whatever. So it just moved me that people out here are protesting, preaching about gun violence, and marching about what their beliefs are. Now, I had a debate with my coworkers about guns. And I have two co-workers who are gun owners. And we have a good conversation about it. I had a little incident a couple weeks ago. And their solution is have a gun, flash it, and that will settle the whole situation. To me, one thing that I've been taught for a long time from my mom and my relatives is that you want to avoid conflict. You always want to avoid fighting, trouble, or anything involved with violence. The first thing you should always do is reserve. Second thing you should do is try to at least talk to the person to find out what's their problem and if you and this other person can solve it. And the third and not least, if things get so hostile and things get so bad, then all means report it to the police, or you're at school, report it to a teacher or a guidance counselor, or you're at work, report it to a supervisor or a manager or HR. There's always solutions and ways to avoid violence and conflict. And so the two guys, they were telling me that, guns protect people, and, if you have a gun, people won't mess with you. I beg for differ because people are not afraid of guns. There are too many darn people with loose screws in this country that are not in the right head. There's just too many of them out here running around losing their daggone mind. And people do take speed, crack, heroin. Once they have that in their head and they feel all of that, you can't stop a crazy person. That's my point. And people plot. People are very creative. I have explained many points to other people that, people are not stupid. If they want to kill you, they're going to try to find a way to kill you. A gun, flashing a gun, that doesn't scare people. Trust me. Because you never know, that person might have a gun and then it's going to be a Wild Wild West shooting out. We don't have to use violence against violence. we are intelligent people. We can solve different things in different ways besides using violence. But the two guys, they felt like guns is the only way to protect yourself. Guns is the only way to decrease your chances to get killed. Guns is the only way that people won't mess with you. And guns is just a solution for everything. And I'm sitting here like, that's not the case. Guns are not always solution. I told them, I said, I read people who had guns to protect themselves, and I have people I read about gun violence that why they hate guns. So you got two people in two different areas who don't see eye to eye, which that's okay, because the world we live in, we always have to disagree and agree. We're not always going to agree on everything. That's human impossible, and we're not going to like what the other person is saying because everybody just felt like their opinion is the right opinion. The two guys that I talked to, they felt that their opinion was the right opinion because they felt like guns will solve everything. They felt like guns will solve revolution problems, and they felt like as long as you got a gun, people ain't gonna kill you. What I got news, people can find many ways to kill you. They can poison your water, they can poison you by your food, they can throw acid at your face, they can have white powder and you wouldn't even know it, they can sneak behind you. They might watch you and monitorize you every time you walk and move and go to the store, and they know exactly what your pace is and what you do every day, and they will pounce on you before you know it. People are very technical creatures. They will sit there and think how to kill people. You're not dealing with people who just gonna run up to you if they're a serial killer. You got people that plot to murder you, and your gun is not always gonna protect you. Granted, if you can stop a burglary with your gun, that's good. But 9 times out of 10, that burglary might have a gun too. So people have to understand that people are crazy. A gun does not scare too many people. It really doesn't. And, back to March for Our Lives, it's a very powerful message to the NRA, to our government, and people who have not a very big open mind about what people out here are talking about. One thing for sure, gun owners feel like they feel like these people out here speaking take their guns away. One thing was make it very clear. Nobody is not trying to take your guns. We just want things to be so strict. And a point where there's no violence in school, no violence when you walk to a store. Just calm down. Now, we cannot clear all violence because violence is going to exist on this earth regardless. But what we can do, we can decrease the problem of gun violence because it's happened way too much. And most people buy their guns off the street or a pawn store. And we need to stop that too. But these people are marching because they're tired of kids getting killed. They're tired of innocent people getting killed. People are just tired of it. Not just people who are getting killed in mass shootings, but suicide people can get a gun and shoot themselves. I mean, it's very sad because we really need to go to the deep mind of people and help them and heal them and understand them and listen to each person struggle. And one thing I hate about the system, they turn down people who are reaching out and ask for help, and they don't get it, and then the next thing you know, they grab a gun and start killing people, and then they get the help, or worse, they get killed. And this is what this march is all about. We want to stop with all this bloodshed and start using technical thinking, critical thinking, and brainstorming to protect everybody in the United States and around the world, But people who are not that very open-minded, they don't see that because all they see is one solution, have a gun, and everything's solved. If that was the case, why are people still out here shooting other people? Why people are not afraid of guns? You know what I'm saying? Like gangsters. If a gangster shot another gangster, all gangsters should be scared of guns. But they're not. They're gonna go after the other gang. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Guns does not fear nobody. Depends who you're talking to and who might experiencing it. If you always live in a harsh area where there's guns always every day, you're not gonna fear guns, but you are gonna get fear to get shot someday. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of gun owners need to understand we're not trying to take nobody's gun. We just want to make the country a little bit more safer, more strict policies, and more protection and all over the place in public. To be honest, I feel like gun owners don't want to go through the progress of getting a gun, doing testing, psychology testing, background checks. They got to take a test. I don't think they want to go through all that mess. I think they're satisfied to showing an ID, some paperwork, pick a gun, buy it, and walk out the store. Now, we still have regulations about policies about checking background checks. But lately, because of the Trump campaign, they stripped all of that away. Which is reason why there's been a lot of increase of killings in school. You know. So, I think gun owners don't want to go through this whole progress. That's how I see it. And I talked to my coworkers again about I'm gonna do a part 2.